Welcome, birds and turds, to the Angry Bird Race Car Show. My name is Kyle. On that side is my partner, Matt. You can use partner however you want. We'll be okay with it either way. And we're going to do a show. Show might be a little different than usual, but I don't think we've made one that was the same every time so far.
That's a fair point.
So, yeah. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, great. Ready to do another show off the cuff.
Off the cuff. We
It's
should have
nice.
called it off the cuff. There's
No.
probably a show called
We
that.
should have called it track and field. We just talked about this.
Before we were
We'll get
talking
in-
about this.
We'll get into this. But really, we should be calling it track and field. But we're not going to rebrand.
No.
We may expand, if anything, but not rebrand.
Until we get sued by the game, we're not going to rebrand.
That was the goal, right?
The problem
when we
is
name this,
if we
and
keep
it
making
sounded-
this if we keep making this joke and it happens, I'm not sure how we're going to avoid that lawsuit.
just forfeit all our stuff. I mean, go sorry.
So
There
you're
you
going to
go.
forfeit like 6 cameras and I have like 17 microphones and 45 headphones.
No, just like the what the Angry Bird pod show was. Like, it's just like, fine, it's no more. We'll let you have your game that nobody plays anymore.
Here's 6 gigs of videos. We'll make new ones.
I'm
Be
wondering
fine.
if my camera right now it's still on me, right?
You look good.
Okay, I
Crispy?
think it's set to car. I think it's set to cars.
Oh. Even in
It's
video?
Still getting me. Well, does it automatically go into video mode when you're connected via the webcam? Because I have it technically on photo mode, but it's still shooting video.
Mine goes into like its webcam one.
Yeah,
You can set it to
exactly.
like that or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's on me. I thought I was a little blurry there for a second, but
You might have been.
I wasn't.
If
And I
I
wasn't in the
leave-
car.
It likes the new microphone. This isn't a new microphone. This is a borrowed microphone, just a test.
New to you,
New to me.
new to the pod, new to the audio listeners.
Yeah. Yeah,
sounds good.
I'm going to point to it so the audio listeners can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That sentence makes sense.
It's like everybody else's podcast. It's a Rode mic.
Yep.
Yep.
For anyone who cares, it's a Rode Pod mic. I'm using Truth-Ear Hola in-ear monitors this time, in case anyone's wondering about my headphones. Headphone Corner with Kyle.
Mine are $20 Turtle Beach.
Matt's using the exact same stuff as last week, as usual. Great. All right. First things first. I don't know about you, but I'm thirsty. I'm going to roll with the twisted tea.
Thirsty as a muff.
As a muff?
A
Our muff?
motherfucker.
I was going to say, are muffs thirsty usually? Well, kind of, I guess.
Is this the After Dark episode?
Podcast name already. Are muffs thirsty? Oh, that's a
Does this
good
make
set.
I hope everyone else pours when we do.
I hope everyone else has to pee when we pour.
I've actually heard a lot of people getting into the Twisted Tea because of the show.
A lot of people?
And yeah, actually, quite a few. More people than I actually know. And they like when we open up the drinks, so it's just kind of our thing.
I was thinking about this right before the show because I do that. It's crazy that we had a gimmick right off the hop.
Yep.
I feel like it should take a few episodes to finally have a gimmick, but we fashioned one.
I'm telling you, everything, just go organic with stuff and it'll find its way. It'll find its place in life.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't force anything. Be yourself, Be undeniable. I think that's what they say.
Breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Anyone
Thank
know that
you.
reference?
No.
It
Sounds familiar, though.
It was Keanu Reeves at I think a Cyberpunk release or something like that, or press conference. Someone's like, "You're breathtaking." He's like, "You're breathtaking." Just like
He's
screamed
like
at
the
me.
most loved celebrity, isn't he?
He's probably up
He's
there.
up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's up there.
yeah. I would say I would put forth Tom Hanks as maybe one of the most loved celebrities, but
Yeah. Yeah, certainly of our age and older. Yeah. I don't think anybody below us knows who he is.
what?
No, there's no 20-year-olds that really know who Tom Hanks are.
That's
Or
crazy.
is. Or their or his movies. Not really.
That's nuts. We need to do some
That's great.
educating.
We're getting older. It's kind of like when our parents were like, "You don't know who this guy is," and we're like, "No, we don't." But we were into like Nicolas Cage or something at the time.
I don't know if I've ever been to Nicholas Cage. He does good movies.
What?
But I don't
Nick Cage
like
is awesome.
Well, yeah. Like his movies are great, but I'm not just going to go see a movie because Nick Cage is in it.
I'll rewatch a movie because Nick Cage is in it.
Fair.
Like Con Air and Face Off. Oh,
Face Off's a classic.
yeah.
The first time I watched
And another one. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say the first time I watched it, I was on vacation with Jen when we were dating, and I'd never heard of it. And she was like, "You should watch this." And it's like, what the fuck kind of movie is this?
The best kind
It
of
was
movie.
quite the movie.
There's another one where John Travolta's in Broken Arrow. You ever seen that?
No,
I
don't
used
think
to
so.
watch that movie on repeat. It was him and Christian Slater, and they were B-2 bomber pilots, and they were
Okay.
doing like a test run with nukes.
Mhm.
And Travolta's actually a bad guy, and he like kind of knocks them out and drops the nukes so they can go grab them and sell them.
Ooh.
And that's what a missing nuke is called. It's called a broken arrow. Anyway,
Okay.
great movie. Those movies in the '90s were great.
Yeah.
Outstanding. They don't make good movies anymore. You hear everybody say it and want to know why. It's true.
Have I told you about Jen and I's movie list that we do? My wife and I.
I do. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
We watched one last night. Basically, she made a list of a whole bunch of like best movies. So it's like actors' best or favorite movies, like highest grossing movies, highest or best movies according to Rotten Tomatoes or other websites, and put them all into one list. Deleted the duplicates, and we just shuffled them up, and we rate them. We have a little Google sheet that we keep track of everything. We've been slacking recently, so we haven't watched a ton. We watched one yesterday. I think it was called the band's. Hold on, I'm gonna on the fly here. It's called. Oh no, this is taking longer than I thought. I was trying to stall by making.
I'm not filling.
No.
I'm not filling the dead air.
The band's visit. It
Okay.
was. It does not have Nicolas Cage or John Travolta in it for sure. It's an Israeli movie about an Egyptian band that ends up in the wrong town, and it's kind of the evening they had before they could get out of the town the next day. I did enjoy it. Kind of boring, but like in a good way.
So it's like the Egyptian version of The Hangover, but a band.
No.
Okay.
But
well, it was.
but-
It just seems like it's one night. You know, it goes
Yeah.
crazy. And, okay.
It wasn't crazy.
Although
it was more awkward.
Yeah. A lot of movies are based on one night. So what the fuck am I saying?
Well, a lot of
Only
movies are just
only Hangover. Only Hangover.
right. Great movie though. The Hangover, solid.
Yeah.
I watched it recently. Still hilarious.
Do you think kids these days know about The Hangover? It's an old movie if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
First one came out like what, 06 or something.
I don't even want to think about when it came over because it still feels new.
Okay.
You can Google
Moving
it if
on.
you want. Moving on. We haven't even mentioned birds yet. I don't even think I said Angry Bird Pod Show. I might have.
Birds are yesterday.
Birds are so yesterday. So as we discussed last week, for all you users, I'm talking in work speak now.
Losers. I meant to say.
Losers. That's the name of our fans. All you
For all you-
losers who listen to this show. I said that I was going to shoot race cars last weekend. And this gentleman over here informed me a couple days before that he also had an opportunity to go to the track. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the same day, so we never saw each other there. But so we both shot some race cars.
Yeah, same track, 2 different days, a Friday and a Saturday. I got bullied by Michael Voldemort
Michael Voldemort.
to go.
That's his full name.
He's like, come on, can you come, please? And I'm like, he wasn't
Gross.
that, obviously, you know. He wasn't pleading that much, but he
Yeah.
convinced
He
me
was,
to go, and yeah, we will talk about that.
I mean, now's a good time as any to talk about it.
Well, shall we talk about my Friday or your Saturday?
We could flip flop. I don't know.
Go ahead. All right, you start.
All right. So I've been to this race 3 years in a row now. I actually don't know what I guess it's the IMSA Canadian Grand Prix. Is that what it's called? Or IMSA Canadian?
Chevrolet Grand Prix.
The Chevrolet Grand Prix. I think it's sponsored by like WeatherTech or something.
Yep. Yep.
Friend of mine, Will, which we've mentioned on the show, he knows a guy or knows a guy who knows a guy. Anyway, he can get tickets for us. So he's more the race car photographer out of both of us. He also works in film, so he kind of is around cameras all the time, which is neat. He's at the track almost every weekend because he lives in Toronto, so it's just a quick hop for him. Me out in the fucking sticks. It's like a 75,000 hour drive to get there.
Yeah, what is it? What is it for you?
It's about 3-ish
Okay.
hours. For the day, it's fine. Like, it's a good day out with boys.
It's not a weekend thing. You know, it's not every weekend thing. You're going
No.
driving 3 hours to the track.
Heck no.
No.
I would, if there was a track closer, I might
Sure.
do it more often. But, yeah, I use it as just an excuse to get out in kind of the dead of summer when birds aren't doing a ton, to kind of maybe practice, maybe try some stuff, maybe get something new to shoot. I like cars.
You can
so it's
shoot
kinda
them
fun.
through the day. Like, I don't really think that the direct full overhead sunlight is that much of a distraction because most of the photos you see are in that type of lighting to begin with, unless
Yeah.
you're doing some 24-hour race. So it's not like it's offensive to have high noon sun shooting them, right?
I don't think I've shot it not in that. Every year I go, it's
Right.
fucking hot.
Yeah,
And
of course. And you're surrounded by asphalt and
no
cars and
trees.
heat and no
Yeah.
trees. Yeah, yeah, right.
It's a scorcher for sure.
Mike and I found one tree.
There's
And
one.
it was on a hill, a vantage point looking over Clayton Corner, down turn 3 to turn 4.
Okay.
And we sat up in the hill and we shot into the apex and along that straight
Yeah.
for a while, and it was nice. It was a 15 to 20 degree difference being up in the hill with a bit of a breeze and no sun on you. Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
it was hot. Not as hot as it was Saturday for you, but hot nonetheless.
Intentionally, I wore a long sleeve shirt because I didn't want to get fucking burnt to crisp because I would do that. Luckily, it was kind of like like a wicking type sport shirt thing, so it was okay. But I also wore jeans, so the lower half of me was fucking warm.
Yeah.
We brought like lunch, and we went to have a break at one point, and we sat down, and Will was just like holding ice from the cooler, just like in his hands, like rubbing on his head. And my brother-in-law Matt was sitting in the shade of the truck that I had parked near, like he was just sitting against the front bumper, also holding some ice. So yeah, it was quite warm. No one died.
Because it felt like it was another 7 or 8 degrees hotter than Saturday, and I was just at home.
It felt warm. I was outside
So
all of it. So
yeah.
on the way home, we stopped to get like big ass slushies, and that was a bit of a lifesaver. So that was fun.
Yeah, Mike said I think he said he drank 3 liters of water on his way home. He stopped and got a bunch of water because we were just so dehydrated. We clearly didn't bring enough water. We brought one big one each, but we got through that so fast walking around the track.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking.
Bring more water. Bring more water. Rule number 1.
We had a cooler in the car, and I had like a water bottle that I brought with me that turned into fucking steam within 10 minutes of being there. Just like, great, thanks.
Every time you open it, it's just steam smacking you.
And it's just hot water. Like, it was a clear water bottle. It's the worst.
At that point, you take anything you can. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple spots to get refreshments there, but right by the hairpin, they have a little stand. I always get cider from there. Sit in the grass for a bit.
It's a good little setup. I like it.
Yeah. I would go more often. I'd like to go when it's not noon or like at least overcast or maybe in like a rainy day would be sick.
Yeah, weather would be interesting. It would be inviting. Like I said, the high noon stuff you can still get away with getting some photos because one, everybody else, even like the official photographers that are there, they're in the same situation you are. It's not like they went out early in the morning and shot the race.
Nope.
Or had special permission. The race is when the race is, so
they can only get closer, really, if anything.
Yeah. Which I do hope to plan to do next year.
Yeah, for anyone who hasn't talked to Matt in the last week, he's basically given up on birds and is just only going to shoot cars now.
I've only done it once. It was last week,
He's
but I'm
full
very
send.
interested.
Yeah.
I'm going back. Oh yeah, I'm going back for some bikes. Not that bikes are the biggest draw for me, but
Mhm.
just to get back to that track specifically and have a far smaller event where I can hike around and find the cool spots for next year would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Is
I,
use that event to roam.
I still don't know where the good spots are.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm never the first year I got one or two shots I was pretty proud of. So I was like, okay, I can get into this. The second year I wasn't happy with kind of anything. I just kind of shot like I would shoot birds. Like I was trying to use the same sort of theories and stuff. And I don't think I did very well. So I was talking to Will before this week and I was like, I like all of his shots. And I was asking him like how like what his thought process was and like where he goes and like how he shoots. And he's always on the ground or like
Mhm.
crouched beside something or putting his camera in a weird spot. I'm like, what is he doing? And then I see his pictures later. I'm like, oh, he's being
He story
creative.
tells. I find a lot of the people
Yeah.
have a story for the day. They have the pit cruise. They have the paddock shots. They
Yep.
make a story for the day. My first time, my only idea was, can I pan? How slow can I pan? And how many photos can I come home with of that kind of style? Because I've never done it before. So I do see the more the layers, like I said, those extra shots to create a story for the day really bring it all together, and
Yeah.
adding elements of the track while they're racing,
Yeah.
which you will not see in some of my examples. Like I said, I went strictly for technique to see if I could even do this, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I one of the things Will said to me is shoot through stuff.
Hmm.
So that was my mantra for the whole day. I was like, I'm gonna shoot through stuff. So what we're gonna do, similar to last week, we're gonna talk about the race and what our experiences for a bit, and then we're gonna show. We basically chose kind of our three favorite pictures that we took that day, and we're gonna plop them up on the screen here and talk about them for a bit. So once again, if you're listening to the audio podcast, hop on over to the YouTube video if you want to see what they look like. But we also will post
Yeah.
the six pictures. There's gonna be six of them on Instagram. So
I heard so many people sat through the audio and just listened to us explain the photos, and they didn't know what photos we were talking about, like
did we
on
post?
purpose.
Did you post them on Instagram? The
Yeah,
three?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but it
good.
was on purpose. On purpose, they were just like, no, I just stuck it out and just listened to you guys talk about them, even though
Fair.
I wasn't watching.
Totally fair. I understand.
I can't tell you if the numbers have gone up saying like come over and take a look. Let's see what lasts. They were up from the previous episode, so it helped a little bit.
No, okay, it's good. I was just listening to a podcast. It was an MMA podcast where they were basically showing each other videos from online, but I wasn't watching the videos, so it was just them reacting to videos. But they were like, "That was great," and then they would move on to the next one. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck they were just looking at. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah,
I
That
have some.
happens.
Now it's
That
silent.
happens.
I was gonna say I have a little bit not breaking news, but like I just got a text and it's about cameras, so I want to talk about it and read it for a second. So my buddy George, guy I used to work with, he shoots.
Nikon George.
Correct, Nikon George. He's going home, which I don't. I'm sorry, George. You don't listen to this, but I'm sorry anyway. I don't know where home is. I want to say
It doesn't matter. He doesn't listen to
Czechoslovakia?
this.
Yeah. Anyway, he's Eastern
No, I'm
European.
kidding. Sorry, George.
He sends right now. He sends me a mess. He's going on. So he's going home for like. He usually goes for like a month or 2 months. He goes. You won't believe it. My camera just went totally dead during our firmware update 2 weeks before vacation. I have to send it to Nikon. I doubt it's going to get fixed and returned before I go. I bet they'll need to replace the motherboard. This is insane. Which is his Z8. He tried to do the 3.0 update that they just released, and I guess bricked it. That sucks.
See, it always says make sure the battery's fully charged, blah 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 blah, and I'm thinking, whatever. But yeah, it can happen. Not to say it was his battery that did it, but
Yeah.
obviously you can brick it by having a failed firmware update. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm never doing one again.
Well, actually, Canon just released a firmware update, which
I
I don't
know.
really
I'm
care
not doing
about.
it. I don't even know if I have the previous one. No, I do have the previous one.
As an IT person and just someone who's ridiculous, I always update my firmware. So I probably
Day
will.
one?
Yeah,
Like you don't
every time.
wait, see if everyone's like having
Nope.
problems.
I'll even download it from like a European website, like even before it gets released on the North American one.
Really?
Toss it on. Yeah. I'm crazy like
Wow.
that.
Wow.
I have a theory.
You're looking to brick your cameras, aren't you?
Well, I have a theory that people who wait too long, something fucks up. I don't know why. It's like if you're skeptical about it, you're going to have worse results.
So I shot my Fuji X-T1 for 6 years. And when I started doing wildlife and talking to like Alex and those guys, they're like, have you done a firmware update? Because we were talking about shooting speed. And I'm like, this thing shoots super slow.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, have you done a firmware update? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I checked. I was like at version 1.1
Mm-hmm.
and they were at like version 4.2.
Wow.
So it doesn't actually happen that way. I think it's just
Yeah.
in your life, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I had like 5 years of no firmware updates, and the thing was fine. Now it did shoot a little faster, and the autofocus was a little better by the
See?
time I finally a little bit.
The R7 had a couple of firmware updates, which did help with a couple things. So, like, I don't know. I just like new stuff. And if new stuff is some new ones and zeros, then sure. It'll kind of scratch that itch for a second.
Still new.
Exactly.
You can read that log file and see what's new. It's probably
Yeah.
stuff you won't even notice. I did see they put autofocus improvements.
They did for the R5 and the R1, not the R8.
Oh, really? I just checked the log, and I swear it said autofocus improvements.
Oh, and maybe. I looked on an article, and it broke down what cameras had what component of the update. But maybe they missed that or something.
You got password protection or something?
Yeah, that's really the only thing that seemed like the R8 was going to get was you have to put a password in to use the camera.
I don't care.
I think people are worried about like getting stolen and stuff, which I totally understand. But I wear my backpack with my camera in it when I go into stores. I don't leave it in the car. It's this far away from me pretty much at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm not concerned, but I say that and it's going to get
carrier.
stolen.
Yeah, I wear a cotton carrier. It's right on my chest. Like, come take it, please.
Anyway, that was my little side story, which was kind of fun.
All right, well, that's terrible, George. You're not going to hear this. But...
Bye, George. I hope he can take something with him. I just don't know. I don't know what else he has or what he can.
I got a 7D if he wants to.
I don't know if you can adapt a 7D to a 400 4.5 Z mount.
60?
That might work.
70?
8D. Well, you have the 6, 7, and 8 kind of now, which is funny.
Yeah. So now I need a 5 and a 9.
R9. What would that be? We could speculate about. That's episode 25.
What's
the
would
R9?
The R9 be?
Yeah.
All right.
So, we'll go back to the race cars, I suppose. The race cars. Usually I try to do panning because I feel like that is the most fun. But I learned this time. I'm really bad at like thinking about what other things are in the frame. So where I'm going with this is at one point I was standing in front of a fence and I was like, maybe I can get a pan through the fence and it would look kind of interesting or neat, show some more movement. So I was panning. I just took a bunch of I took so many pictures. I took 10,000 pictures from 11 o'clock till 6 o'clock. I filled a card. I've never done that before.
That's insane.
We sat down for just a break under this tent, and I looked at my camera, and it said 8 for pictures left, and I was like, 8. And then I hit the see what you've taken, and it was like, holy shit, there's like 6,500 pictures on here. I flipped it into 40 frames per second, which definitely didn't help.
Yeah, I shot 40 frame most of the time for
Yeah.
panning. I should have tried 20. I shot the whole damn time with the Sigma when I had it on,
Mhm.
with the image stabilization to 1, not 2.
One is both directions.
Yeah,
2 is just panning. Or
just panning, and I shot 1 all day. Never even considered it.
yeah. The 2 to 8 doesn't even have that switch. It's just like
It does
it's
it
smart
automatically.
enough to know.
Yeah.
I also shot
Yeah.
the 1 to 4 quite a bit actually.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet because Keith has it. So next time I go, I think I might have it to try it.
Yeah. I wished it was not so slow. Like just cuz depth of field for some things. I was like in the pits. I was trying to get like there wasn't enough space between anything to get any kind of depth of field.
Okay.
It was just like everything in focus because it's F8.
So you're trying it for like the candid kind of.
I was for a bit. For panning, it was fine because like most of the car you want in focus anyway. So like the as my term, the focus thickness was thick enough or thin enough that it was fine. Yeah, it was great for that.
Most of my shots were like F18 to F22.
Oh yeah, because it was fucking bright.
So all you need to do is just like whip that camera enough that it gives you a pleasing blurry background.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, this is another thing. So another reason that I like to shoot these cars or something different occasionally, that I need to be interested in the thing. So I can't just shoot people or like something like that. I have to be interested. So if I found like other animals, that would be fine, or like pets would be cool. Cars are great. So I never know how to expose them because like I want like I find that it's difficult to know what's overexposed and underexposed when everything is like harsh sunlight and deep shadow. So it's really hard in my brain to balance that. So I tried to shoot some, turn into Sean Connery for a second. Tried to shoot some like underexposed and then some overexposed and like kind of compare them, but I still don't think either of them are correct. So I don't know.
Do you think that some of the concerns or issues were reflections and like not using a CPL, like a circular polarized, to like cut out?
That's a funny question, sir.
Okay.
We at one point were walking to a different part of the track, and there's this little wooden staircase by the kind of the pits or like the road into the pit area, and there was a Nikon lens cap sitting on the railing. And I picked it up, and there was a circular polarizer attached to this lens cap. So I was like, hey, sick. So it was a 67 millimeter circular polarizer that it fit on the 100 to 400. So for the rest of the time after that, I had a circular polarizer on the 1 to 4.
Okay, did you add a photo of each of them for this little? That would have been good. Actually,
one of the photos that I am gonna show, I was using it.
Perfect.
But I don't have a comparison really.
I want to see without you telling me. I want to see if I can notice if the one that is using the circuit, because it's supposed to. For people that don't know what it does, it cuts down glare, it cuts down reflection. If there's any like high exposed areas in the glass, it'll kind of get rid of that and cut through it. Kind of like polarized glasses do for water.
Yeah.
So if you could think of it that way.
I'm stupid. And at the time...
Oh, they know. They've been listening long enough.
It's not a bad thing to reiterate.
No, we already said we're not going to say. We might have talked about this before.
I haven't said that, sir.
That's basically what you're saying. That's basically what you're saying.
If I could find new words around it, it's fine. I forgot what the difference it was between a circular polarizer and a neutral density, like the adjustable neutral densities. So I was like, oh, cool. Now I can shoot really different shutter speeds because it'll be dark. No, it was glare.
Nope.
So what's neat is he uses one, and he was telling me about it. So if you like look at the track from certain angles and you turn the circular polarizer, you can see the track actually go from like white to come back into like dark gray. I was like, oh. So he just usually sets the track to like what it's supposed to be colored as, and that's sort of in that area how he would shoot. I was like,
That's actually good. I didn't know how to shoot one, so that's a good starting tip.
Yeah.
When I do pick one up.
So I looked
Thank
this
you.
one up. It's like $15. So it's not like I'm stealing someone's like really expensive filter, because I did think about that. But
Yep. All right. Well, let's score.
yeah,
It's a score.
it's something I didn't have before. It's still on the 1-4 now. Actually, I'll grab it because it's right here.
Now, ND filters are pretty popular too, because the fact that not everyone wants to shoot f14 to f22 to whatever. So cutting it, using those and keeping those f2.8 and f4 lenses at wide open will give you that extra bump.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
there
wonder
you
if
go.
this will do something. Probably not. Is it changing? No. If I turn it this way.
No, probably not close enough. If you're close, maybe.
No.
This is hilarious.
This is.
It might be doing something.
I don't know.
should
I
take
don't.
a
Doesn't look like
screenshot.
it is, but.
That
Yeah.
might be the pod screenshot.
Just like this. This will be it here. Great shot. Yeah, so I have that on my 1-4 now, which was kind of fun. It was real dirty, but I cleaned it up when I got home. It seems okay now. And I have a nice 67 millimeter Nikon lens cap.
Very nice. Very good.
So
That's like sacrilegious, isn't it?
I think so. I think it's kind of funny. I need like a Sony something else. Just have like all cameras brands on there. Or in your case, I should get a Lumix. You don't have
Nobody
the Lumix.
has a Lumix.
Did you want to get into that? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going to get into the photos, but let's just keep it going. So Mike did ask me to go. We went. He took 16,000 photos.
When I texted Matt, I was like, guess how many photos I took? He was like, not as many as Mike. And I was like, I don't know. He took 6,000 more than I did.
And I took between two camera bodies, three technically. I shot the 60 a little bit with the 75-300.
Sure.
I took 4,500 between three.
You are always more frugal about that in everything than I am. But that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
For you.
Okay. But all I did was panning. I didn't try anything cool. I heard my dog. I think Mike took 4,000 shots of just shooting through holes of trees just to see if he could get like a car stopped in it. And
I got a couple of those that I
and-
didn't show
Yeah.
in hours later.
So he went to try to do different things. He'd been to a race before, so again, I was just scratching the surface, so I didn't try anything crazy like that. So maybe that's why your numbers were a little higher.
Yeah,
But,
I don't think.
Yeah, so he went. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying I don't think I got any better shots trying that stuff. I was just trying stuff.
The 500 is not really a track lens.
No.
It's not the track lens. It's not like you're going to bring that and use it all the time. It's nice to have in the bag. It would be cool to have in the paddock or pits, kind of detailed shots or further candid shots. He does have a 105 macro, a Sigma, which he used, but apparently the autofocus was like slow as snails.
Ew.
So he had issues with that. I don't know if he tried much with his two smaller lenses, but anyway, he wasn't very satisfied when he left. I think me hammering down on it when I had it for a couple weeks didn't help. So I'm pretty sure that he sold it like the next day.
Really?
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
How do you find
he
a
doesn't even
buyer
have it
for a
anymore.
Lumix that quickly? Or did he just take it to like a store?
He found somebody online that gave him a pretty good offer on like the two smaller lenses that he had. There were two zooms,
Okay.
lower focal length zooms. I don't know if the macro was thrown into that. He traded the 500 5.6 in at a camera store.
Okay.
And then I think he had a buyer for the body because the body wasn't really that hard to sell. It's more the lenses.
Okay. So I assume that he's replaced it with something.
He has already replaced it with something.
Right. You would like.
And
Should we play a game or should we
Yeah.
just? Okay. I know. Okay. I don't know.
he has nothing, remember. It's not like he left the lens and wanted to switch the mount or anything. He has nothing. So he's starting from scratch.
He's come back to Canon a couple times already.
Twice.
Yeah.
Like he's had it twice. He had it once
Yeah.
and then
He's
he
had
it
two
once
different
again.
R5s, I think, right?
Correct.
I don't feel like he would go back to Canon again. His Nikon experience was with DSLR. I don't believe he had a Z9.
He does regret all of that, but that's
He does regret
life.
shooting Nikon or getting rid of it
Getting rid of it because he got scared because it did get wet.
because he threw it in a lake.
Yeah, and he did get it checked, and he was transparent with buyers and stuff like that. But he's like, I should have just kept it. It was the 500 f4 Sigma, and the Z9. So
That's a
he's like, I should.
beefy setup too.
Yeah, it is.
I think because he's talked a lot of stuff to me about Sony, I think he went Sony. I think he
Is that because that's the only thing he hasn't shot?
Well, he has talked to me about it before. Yes, he hasn't shot it. So if I'm applying my logic, which is occasionally akin to Mike logic, you would want to shoot the thing. Yeah, you would want to shoot the thing that you haven't shot before because you're curious about what it would be like.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna guess, even more specifically, you haven't told me it's truly a Sony yet. No. So I would guess Sony A9 Mark II, and I don't think he would go 2-6. Probably the 1-4 G Master.
Do you want me to say yes? Okay, how do you want me to do this?
Okay, we'll do the body first.
Okay.
A9 Mark II.
No.
Okay. So it's probably then.
No.
It's not Sony.
No.
Oh, okay. It's not Sony. Interesting.
I didn't want to drag it on too long.
No, that's fair. I'm just guessing all the random Sony numbers.
And
not Sony.
Like, why did you make him guess every Sony body when it wasn't Sony?
Funny.
It would have been. It could have been funny.
We've been here for 2 hours.
I didn't. I didn't want to go through that.
That's fair.
Not
Sony. That's surprising, actually.
It's not Sony.
It's okay. If it's not Sony, then it's going to be another little one. Like, it's not going to be Canon, Nikon. I don't think.
Pentax.
He went to Pentax?
No.
Wow. Film cameras. Wouldn't have expected
really.
that. I don't think he would go Fuji.
GFX.
Really?
No.
I was thinking he's going. What's that? The ultra mega sensor? What's it called?
It's like medium format.
Medium format.
I like ultra mega sensor though.
Ultra mega sensor.
Because it has really how would you word that? It's not thick.
Thin?
Thick focus. It's thin focus. It's like ultra thin focus.
The portrait mode on that thing would be bonkers. Is it a Fuji? Did he go Fuji?
No.
Because he already shot that. He shot the H2S, whatever.
Yep, H2S.
Okay, he went back to night. He got a Z8 then.
No.
Okay, give me. I can't. I don't know. Did he go back to Canon for the third time?
He's owned it before.
Another R5? Did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Third trip around the track with the R5.
It's an R15. It's way better.
It is an R15. We're over here talking about R9s when Mike's shooting an R15.
Yeah, he's way ahead.
Yeah.
Is it, just out of curiosity, any of the same exact cameras that he shot before? Did he buy back one of the ones that he sold?
No.
Okay, so it's a third, another R5.
This was like he got a good deal on, like, it was a third camera for a professional, like, portrait photographer. He got 6 batteries. He got like 6 batteries with it. It does have a high shutter count, but he uses electronic most of the time, and it's like $300 to replace a shutter, so it's not a big deal with the deal he got. So yes, back to another R5. He's already complaining about how it doesn't make a noise when you're taking a photo in electronic mode. It doesn't have a shutter sound.
Doesn't it do the like flicker of the blue line on the outside, or does it?
Yeah, but it doesn't make a sound, and that's just irks him.
It's weird that they added that later.
What do you mean?
Like,
added the sound later.
Yeah. Because like the R7 and the R8 makes that little like sound.
But the 6 does too, doesn't it, or no?
The R6? Like not the R6 Mark II, the R6. I don't
Correct.
know. I've never shot an R6.
I feel like it makes it sound. I feel like it's only the R5 for some reason.
It
Could
could
wrong.
be. I don't know.
It'd be dumb if it was only that one, but
Yeah. So then I guess he would have got the 1 to 500 then.
no. The only lens he's bought so far, because he thinks he's the next Larry Chan, and that's awesome. You know who Larry Chan is?
I don't think so.
Larry Chan. He's gonna listen to this. Larry Chan,
is?
not Larry Chan.
Or Mike.
Mike is. Yeah. Larry Chan is a very, very popular motorsports photographer, and he shoots 3 lenses and 3 lenses only. A
3 primes.
35,
Yeah.
a 35, a 135, and a 400 2.8.
So Mike's getting the first 2.
Yes.
He's not
He's
gonna have
considering
400 2.8.
Well, he's looking at a 400 right now, but it's a
Used
Gen 1
probably?
and it's 12 pounds.
Yep. And I don't. It would. You would have less. Also, I think they're like their frames per second is reduced on the Gen 1s.
Okay.
I think.
Now he's only going to get. I can't remember what 12. I think it's 12. He gets 12 mechanical if he decides to go without any rolling shutter or anything. So that's not terrible.
No, that's a good. But I don't know. That might also be reduced with the V1 lenses. I don't remember.
Maybe. I'm telling him. I'm suggesting that he just shaves. I don't think you need 400. I don't think Larry, his god tier photographer, idea is like, I don't think he uses the 400 very much. I think it's 35 and 135. I've gone to the track now, and I know you can do it with that.
Yeah.
You can do it with those 2 lenses. That's all you need. Like, cars are so much bigger and so much closer that I could shoot. Most of my shots with the Sigma were 150. Like, I really wanted to go a little wider, so 135 makes sense. So I'm trying to convince him to go with a Generation 2, like a Mark II 300 2.8.
I like that idea better. I think it's better
9
lens.
pounds, 9.5 pounds.
You got 45 megapixels in that bad boy. You can crop in the
You
extra
can
100
crop into
millimeters.
400.
Millimeters.
Yeah, 1,000%. And if he wants to do wildlife, which we both do still, like obviously I'm going to do wildlife.
Slap
this
a
is just
TC on that Apple boy.
Slap a TC. Get both of them.
Yeah.
Get a 1.4 and a 2.
The Shea Special.
So that's what he's at right now. Is he has the RF. So actually, this body right here, this 6D, is his.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing was, why not invest in a 35 millimeter that will go on this thing, and you can have a second body?
Mm-hmm.
Because my idea was, you don't go Sony because they really don't have old bodies. It's not like they have an old DSLR you can pick up for $200. You have this thing.
They have
And
old
you could-
mirrorless though.
You could go Nikon. So that was his idea, Nikon or Canon.
That's a lot of people's ideas, but yeah, I get it.
He didn't want to spend $4,000 on a R8 or a Z8 though.
That's fair.
So that's why when he found like a $2,000 or $2,200 R5, he said, "Yeah,
I want
let's
that.
just do that." It was something like that. I don't know the price,
I
but
know.
it was a good deal.
That sounds like a good deal. I would.
Yeah.
If I had an extra 2K, I'd think about it. That's sick though. Back to Canon. That's funny. That's the best part of the story, I think.
He was looking at it. He said, I should bring him on for him to. No, it doesn't matter. I can spew for him. But
He was on
said
once.
that he did.
We should do it again.
No, we could. I mean, again. But
Yeah.
he said he bought it because he was thinking of like and I know not everyone laugh at the same time. A forever kit.
Oh, sorry.
No, but we love you, Mike. Yeah, he's like, I want to buy, if I'm going to buy something and I just want to buy it and use it and keep it, I'm done with this stuff.
Wow.
I don't believe him.
I was going to say, I don't believe that at all. But
I've already told him I don't believe him, but that's okay.
I've
I
also
commend him
said that
for-
about things, so I understand
Yeah.
when you would start thinking that.
Yep.
That's cool.
So currently right now, I think he has an R5 and a 135 RF. And then I think he's looking for a 35, like a 1.4.
I have, separately than this, liked the idea of a 135. And
Same.
not for a specific reason, but because of my stupid brain. So you hear people talk about like a 50, a 35, and an 85, and they're always like, oh, blah, these are awesome. 85, Boca King. but like nobody really talks about the 135. And I think it would be I think it'd be cool to get good with a 135
Mm-hmm.
because
I
it
shot
seems
it.
rarer.
I shot it a lot doing portraits,
Yeah.
like the 135, the EF f2.
Yep.
That was a very popular lens, especially for like outdoor receptions or stuff like that. Like, the ceremony when you're further away, shooting through the crowd, like the people's heads
Over
and
top.
getting them.
Yeah,
Like,
I could see that.
yeah, like that. The 135 was great for that. So I do have some experience with it, and that's what I'm considering potentially. That or keeping the 100-400,
Hmm.
but then using that for wildlife
Hmm.
because the Sigma's going to go back to Keith, and then getting rid of the 800, still having that wildlife option, but then maybe getting a 135, but also maybe getting both EF
Hmm.
300 f4.
I like that lens. I miss that lens.
Because I can shoot it on the R8 and the 7D.
Hmm. That's a great lens. It's a sick lens. You know what the best part about that lens is?
Yeah, I do.
The lens hood.
What?
The lens hood on the 300 300 f4 is the best part of that lens. And I know that's a stupid statement. The lens is sharp. The lens is excellent. It renders wonderfully. But the lens hood, it just slides back. And then you slide it forward and
Oh.
twist it on. And you slide it back. And you slide it forward. It's like a shotgun.
Okay. Well, I might be able to agree with you then if it does
It's
that.
so sick. It doesn't fall off. It doesn't go anywhere. You can slide it back when you don't want it. You just slide it forward and twist it a bit and it's locked. It's fucking dope.
All right, you sold me on
Why?
that aspect of it.
That's it. Easy. But like I don't know why other lenses don't do that. It's like the best
Yeah.
thing ever. And the focus, because it's a prime, I guess. The focus ring is massive. So you can just wherever your hand is on it, you can turn it with fingers. You can turn it with
Right.
it's fucking. The lens was made in like 90 fucking 8, but it's great.
And they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
$600.
Yep.
$550, $650 used. That's what I'm seeing them for.
I was looking at the 135s on my walk with my dog. I was like, you get them for like $450 to $5 now too.
Yeah, I have a couple saved.
Yep.
Some around $500. Well, I see a few of them for like $375 that have like a dent or tape on the focus.
Yep.
Yeah. The focus ring, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, not to bore too many people about this, but like I'm trying to figure out, can my 100-400 do what the 135 f2 is going to do? Probably not.
No. Well, no. Depends on.
Can the 100-400 do what the 300 f4 is going to do?
Yes.
No.
Wait.
Well, it depends. If you're doing panning, yes. But if you're taking that 300 f4 and wanting to shoot faster, more action, stopped at frozen action type shots, like maybe a wheel lifting, let's just keep it automotive today. But like
Sure.
if you're getting that like kind of like fast action paused frozen look versus a pan, that 300 f4 is going to do a way better job. If you're going to be shooting in the cross to the pits or down pit lane, the 300 f4 is going to crush it.
Yep.
So there's those shots which the 135 can do as well. But like I'm trying to figure out which one is the best one to like get rid of a lens and add. Because I think the 800 might go away for a little bit. I can always get that another time if I really want one. But I want to kind of jump down this kind of rabbit hole of motorsports photography and try it out while still having a small kit for wildlife, so I can go out loons, owls, do our winter walks at TTC. So
Yeah, boy.
TTP. So like I don't want to get out of it
On the
by any
train.
means.
TTC.
I'm not getting out of it completely, but it's just more like, what is the better lens to add for a track? I think it's the 135.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think a 135. I don't know how off. Like, I don't see. I've only been to the. I should finish this sentence. How about that? The 300 2.8s that I see at the track are always used around the perimeter of the track. Usually in the pits, people have their second camera with a 70 to 200 or something small like that, maybe a 24 to 70. So I feel like the 135 is like an average of both of those.
Agreed.
So to me, that makes most sense as a versatile option. The 300 would be good for perimeter track stuff. But if we're keeping the 1-4, you could do a pan with that. And I don't think the F4 part would come into play as much, especially if you have to stop it down because it's bright as dicks outside.
Mm-hmm. Or you start using neutral density filters.
Right.
But yeah.
But I still think you want that focus thickness when you're doing the panning, because like an F4 would be pretty thin.
I agree. And it's fast autofocus. Like it
The
does pretty well on the track, I'm assuming.
The RF 1-4 will focus better on the R8 than the 300.
And certainly the Sigma, what I just used, which did a decent job.
Yeah.
It actually did a decent job.
Yep. I think that what I thought when I had the 300 F4 and put it on the R7 was it was too fast for the R7. So when it would make its focus moves to try to adjust, it would move too quickly for the camera to keep up with the calculation and would just miss. So it'd be like, am I in focus? What am I in focus? How am I in focus? And the camera's like, hold on. Whoa. That's what it felt like it was doing.
Just needs some like Ritalin or Adderall or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was no way of slowing it down. Like maybe on the R8, it'd be better because I think the R8 is like a faster calculating camera. It like has a faster sensor.
It does.
So it might be better on that. And you'd get the added benefit of the full frame look.
And that's what I liked about Mike's Lumix is his like focus menu had way more micro adjustments that you could do versus our just subjects like sensitivity and like acceleration and deceleration. Like there was more that you could fine tune, which would be kind of cool for a lens like that. Or
I feel like instead of me turning into you, you're turning into me. And that's scary.
Well, we've been talking every other week for, nearly a year now.
That's true. Very nearly.
And sharing our darkest secrets. So like, oh no, that's the other.
I open mouth kissed a horse once.
that's when we don't hit record. But
yeah, that's before.
Of course, there's going to be influence.
Yeah.
Mike influences me. I'm looking at other lenses. You influence me. Like, I have a DSLR.
I was gonna say, who has more camera buddies right now, you or me?
I have a microphone that I definitely would have just been using my earpiece if it was just me.
I have 3 microphones within.
Yeah.
A microphone arm's length.
Just make sure the people that are influencing you are just good people. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I didn't say that was my situation.
You're just saying for other people. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Fully understand. Got it. Yeah, no, that sounds like a cool thing. Like I said, I've also wanted a 135, so I would like to see what you could do with it. Maybe help me make a decision. I was actually thinking of texting my what do we call her? My lens mama, my sugar mama.
Yeah,
lenses. And we're like, hey, do you have a 135? Because this thing.
Yeah, she's like, which one? The F2 EF or the RF 1.8?
She had the 100 macro that I sold for her. And I think that would be a fun lens because you could get like real close to some stuff in the pits and still have kind of 100 for some trackside stuff.
Yep.
So I had that thought too.
That's what's nice about the 35 is you can still get a wide perspective, but it's like 5 inches focus. So it would be cool in the pits too.
Other than this, shots. I don't know how to use the 35.
I used it.
Yeah.
At the track.
I put it on. Then I was like, ooh, I wish I was closer to that. Threw the 1-4 on, and I was like, ooh, I wish this was like an F4 or an F.
Yeah. There's always those realizations, but like I shot the Sigma to start and learn panning, and then by the midday I had a wide angle lens on, and then I went back to panning, and I wish I shot more of the wide stuff because you can kind of make some really cool art with it.
That's what Will was doing. He has his 24-70, and he did some cool stuff where he'd put the camera like on the fence like railing. And he would get some bokeh balls off the railing, kind of maybe in like this, and the car was like kind of here. It was kind of neat what he was doing.
So it was stopped action with some bokeh?
Kind of, yeah. And there was some blur ones too. He didn't really pan with them. But he now has the 24-70 and the 2.8 and a 70-200. So he was kind of I think the R7, he's got an R7 and an R8. I think the R8 was the 24-70, and he had the R7 on the 70-2, and he would just dual wield. One of the pictures, you can see him shooting a picture.
All right.
That's a
well,
spoiler.
let's get into them.
All right, we'll do that now.
Hey, head to YouTube right now.
Get on over there. Leave this playing so we get the views and listens for this, but then open a YouTube tab and then go over there. You can mute this one, it's fine. But we need the listens. Bump it up.
Or don't.
Or don't. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Let's go with my pictures first because they're worse than yours.
We'll let them be the judge of that.
Okay, we'll let them be the judge. Should I put both of us in the picture? Like this. That works.
Yep.
So, this is the first one that I chose. I chose it because, as I said earlier, Will said shoot through things. So I decided to shoot through Will. So this is Will. He's shooting the same car. This is on the, I guess, infield turn. This is after the hairpin. Actually, it's not the infield then. So I think the F after. I can't remember where this is. You go over a bridge.
Isn't that along Mary Andretti straightway there before turn 8? Between 7 and 8?
It might be. You go over a bridge, and we were standing by the bridge, and there's a... Yeah, I think that's where it is.
They come flying through there.
Yep. And like I said, I was doing a lot of experimenting today, so that you can see that in some of these shots here. So this one was with the... Which one was this with? The 2-8, F8, 800 of a second, somewhere in the middle. I just saw this gap, thought it'd be cool to stop a car in here. I tried some with a blurry car, and I just really don't know what to do or like a blurry subject. So I tried to stop it. It's not as sharp as I like. I've played with the edit a bit to have the people in this stuff more color, and this is so bright. But I kind of like them dark to not focus on it.
Yep.
I've showed this to a couple people.
Look through them.
Yeah. I've showed it to a couple people, and people seem to like it. I don't really know what I think about it, but
I like it. I think that you're not dealing with sharpness issues. You're dealing with heat haze.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's what it is. Because anytime I shot in 600, it was the heat haze was terrible. Specifically along this straight between turns like 7 and 8. Because that's where you can see them the furthest coming towards you on the track pretty close on a straight line at least.
I didn't put it in here, but I had a thought of we were walking to the hairpin down that like ridiculously steep hill that you almost get hit by golf carts on.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, we didn't go there.
You didn't go to the hairpin?
I didn't go to Moss Corner, and I didn't go to across from the pits on Main Street.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Those are the two spots I didn't go.
Okay, so after that, there's a spot where you can see the cars as they were leaving the hairpin really far away, kind of up. And I shot the 2-8 there past a tree, and I tried to get the cars kind of in some gaps in the tree leaves and stuff, and kind of leaving the tree down the track. It didn't really, I don't think it worked, but like I was trying some other stuff. But the heat haze there was ridiculous, especially at 800. It was nuts.
Yeah. You're talking noon at like 42 degrees with the humidity.
Oh yeah.
On an asphalt track, with race fuel being burnt. And cars at 1,000 degrees, like
it was so hot.
Heat haze is just a thing.
Yeah. And I got the sun like straight in the fucking windshield right here.
You need a CPL.
Yes, this was not. I don't have a 95 mil CPL, but maybe one day.
Right. I'm a fan of it though. I like the idea.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I like the idea.
This is one of those situations where I don't like. I was trying something. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone here. So this is me attempting.
Yep. Sure.
So, yeah, that was a Marshall there. I think there was a barbecue or music going on. All right, number 2. So this is towards the end of the track, I think before there's like a little chicane before the last turn.
Yep.
And this fence is always annoying because it's a nice open part of the track, but you're shooting at this fence. And I thought I was trying to two things I was trying to do the whole day was show movement, because it's really easy to stop a car on a track, but then like everything is crunchy focus everywhere, and it just looks like it's parked on the street. So I'm trying to show the car cornering, and it's kind of in cornering stance, like leaning over hard on the brakes kind of thing. I don't mind the fence post and the fence, like this cable. I feel like it kind of forces you to look at the car, but there's still like other stuff like track back here, and the front of the car is in focus, the back's kind of not, which I don't mind, but I would like it to not be that. This one would have been with the CPL, but I don't know if you can really tell.
I'm not sure if I can either. However, like with that light angle, would the reflection and the glare off that window be 10 times worse?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Like think about like see in the back, I'm pointing, but see in the back like the blue tent like right above. Yep. See how bright that is?
Yeah.
And see how much is cut down on the car? Like I think it did something. Especially the lenses on the car. Yeah, I think it did something.
It might have.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
Yeah, this was one I kind of chose right before this. There's a couple other ones that I thought I might throw in here. I do like this one. I would say I like this one more than the previous one.
Okay.
But the public seems to think the inverse. So I don't know.
I see the mood. I see the mood in this one and the emotion. Like, there's a little bit more.
I took sort of the green out of the grass, made it look even more crunchy and August-like. And then some of the colors are a little muted and stuff. Below at the reds.
You're not going to see any real continuation of edit style.
No.
My photos. Like I didn't really have that in mind.
Me neither.
So just okay.
I think I tried to save the best for last. I really like this next photo. I don't really want to talk about this one too much. It's fine. It was with the 104.
This one. I thought you were talking about the next one. I thought you were just going to let it speak for itself.
The next one will speak for itself. I don't even know if I've showed you the next one, actually, because I think I found it after I had sent you some.
Okay.
I showed the next one to a girl at work today, and she says I should title it Victory. And I think that's a really cool name for it. So,
okay.
We'll go to the next one. This is...
Oh, I have seen... You did
I show you that one?
I love this one.
Okay. I really like this one a lot. The last race of the day is the MX-5 Cup or Challenge or whatever they call it. So it's a bunch of... I don't know who are car people that listen to this, but the Mazda MX-5 is their little two-seater sports car they've made for forever.
A lot of people know it as the Miata.
The Miata, yep, that was what it was called originally.
Yeah.
They're mostly stock, as I understand. They have a race computer in them, and basically the interior ripped out and anything else they don't really need with a roll cage added. These fuckers are so flippin' loud. They sound like a big group of angry bees just ripping around the track.
Yeah.
Their mufflers must be long gone. They just sound so loud. But
it's funny how loud they are compared to the speed they do versus like the LMP2s and the GTP Pros and stuff.
Yeah. These guys are pinned the whole lap, just ripping. Yeah. And they have a hell of a races because they're all the same car. So they'll be like in each other's ass for half a lap. And then the guy who placed third in this race made 22 positions in 45 minutes. Just passing everything.
That's a lot of racing.
Yeah. They're hilarious to watch.
Yeah, entertaining to say the least.
Yeah. And my brother-in-law just got an MX-5, so he's been pumped about this. Like, he likes watching these guys, so. But yeah, I was going for exactly this. So I wanted the car that was in the... I don't think technically that was the car that won. In fact, I don't think it is. It was just a separation in the middle of the pack.
Yep.
But I wanted one car in focus, some cars behind following. Nothing else is in focus, which I think is great. It pulls you down. The track
100%.
kind of comes down to the lower third where the car is. The pit's not distracting.
Yeah, you got the leading lines.
Yeah.
And you have a good enough group of cars back there. It's not just one or two singles. You got a good group of cars
Yeah.
to give you some balance back there.
The only thing I don't like is the colors, which I feel like I can tinker around with and make it a little different.
That's the biggest thing I struggled with. It wasn't finding keepers. It was finding something that I could edit with the right lighting for the day, which was when we were there between 10 and 4 p.m. 10 a.m., 4 p.m. That's the brightest time of the day.
Well, can you see this? Yeah, you can. It's over me. So ISO 100. I think I actually dialed that in. I don't know if that's auto. At 100, okay. F18 with the CPL and at 1/25th of a second.
Yep.
So I was trying I guess 1/25th is pretty slow of a shutter speed. Like I was trying about that.
Yeah. Yep.
And you have to, I won't say you, I have to take 10,000 photos to get one sharp one shooting at 1/25th.
Trust me, I had so many blurry ones.
Oh yeah. I have 10,000 blurry shots. But this is the one.
I like it. I definitely like it.
This is the one I'm most proud of. My favorite shot of the day for sure. And,
you should share it in your story and tag the race team.
I've thought about that.
Did I tell you I have a Baker Racing asked for one of my photos? They were going to pay me. I said, no, don't worry about it. Just remember me when Media Pass season comes back around.
That's good, actually. That's good.
They told me to come by the trailer, say hi. They said they were going to send me a photo with the team of the photo in their shop.
That's sick, man.
And I think I added it to the one just for that purpose to this.
Sick.
One of the three I chose. Not to say it was my favorite, but I still think it was up there. I still think it's up there. There's a cool story to it. So anyway.
Yeah. So I think
that's the cool thing too, is when you contact these people or they contact you, I got more of the backstory on that specific photo, which adds more value in my opinion.
Yeah, that's cool.
So anyway, continue.
No, I don't know. I was a big fan. You were saying before that Mike said that, or that you said that Mike said he was trying to shoot through gaps and stuff.
Yes.
I don't know if this is cheating, but I'm going to show one more of mine just because I don't know if it's good. And I want your opinion on it. Live. So this is sort of in a similar spot. There's like this Marshall's stand here. And there's just like this telephone pole. And I was like trying to freeze a car between the two.
Mm-hmm.
But because I did that, all the stuff back here is in focus too.
That's my only argument.
And I don't like it. Yeah. So here's where your 300 2.8 or like 400 2.8.
Yeah, there's that. Or like I'd see photographers right there lock their focus right on that area and they would add a blur to it.
Oh, like the
just
like
enough
image blur?
just enough to knock it back, even if it was like 1/250th of a second. Just enough for the car to be sharp and everything kind of in the back there, just to be distorted enough that it's not distracting.
I was gonna say we should
now
do this live. Just start editing it right now.
That's timing though, eh? Like to do that in camera, like
yeah.
You'd have to know when they're coming, add that little extra movement to your shoulders to get them at their speed and get that little blur. Like, there's a lot of technique,
to get the blur, that would have been
technique to it.
Bonkers.
I've seen photos like that already, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, this is crazy how people get these.
So I don't really like it, but like again, I was just trying stuff. Like it's not a, it's a day for me to not worry about getting keepers necessarily. And just practice other stuff. Try to learn other techniques and try.
I was gonna say you're learning off that photo because you're learning what you don't like about it and what you need to consider next time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of important.
So what I'll do is
whereas a lot of wildlife photos are not. I'm not shitting on wildlife. They're more fleeting moments. They're more fleeting moments. So it's like, oh, that will never happen again. You know, these guys are coming right back again.
Yep.
For at least 2 hours or something.
Actually, I'll show one more shot that isn't good, but it was fun.
Sure, Kyle. Just show your whole catalog.
I'm going to show all fucking 12 of them.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
So,
He says, send me 3. I go, okay. He goes, I'm just gonna show 18.
this one. So speaking of timing and stuff, it's not really that, but
Fucking cheater.
my brother-in-law
Oh,
was
this
just
one.
sitting there doing this thing, and I was like, "Hey, wait! I might actually be able to get this." What I should have said is put your fingers a little close together, but basically just I don't know. It was kind of fun. It wasn't a good shot. It's just fun to do. But
It's a story shot for your guys' story together. For
Yeah.
the day.
I don't know who
that's
this. I don't know who this shirtless dude is, but I understand it's fucking hot out.
good. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be burnt, but it looks like he is.
There was some burnt people for sure, and like, I don't get the like sitting in a trailer looking over a parking lot drinking beer as like a hobby, but there's so many of those people there. Like,
I was just gonna say, I think that's what I'm doing next year.
that sounds awesome.
Dude, did you see people with a trailer scaffolding on top of the
Yep.
trailer, and then them sitting like 3 stories up, and they can see like a good portion of the track.
There's some guys always with like a school bus that's decked out for. There's like lawn chairs up on top with umbrellas and stuff.
This is party central.
It's a good time.
A whole weekend of people
It's a big
just
time for
partying.
them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you have an order of your pictures you'd like me to go?
No, that
Okay.
doesn't matter.
I'm gonna start with this
As
one.
I said, I don't know if they're my favorites. I just picked them for specific reasons, and I'll explain as we go.
All right. Bam.
Okay. So this one was right along the straight where you had the still shot, which you had a little bit of distortion to. It wasn't as sharp as
I think
you
that's
like.
over here.
The first one.
Over here.
We're in the same spot. We're on the same side. You're just shooting down track, whereas I'm on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would have been over this way more.
Yep.
I see what
exactly.
you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you want, the reason I chose this, actually, can you zoom in a little bit to the car? Yeah. So it's pretty clean.
Yep.
And now show the EXIF data. That was shot on the 7D and a kit lens 1855 APS-C lens. That's why I chose that, because you don't need great gear to do this stuff. I'm not saying that's a great photo, but this is my first damn time trying this.
Yeah.
And what was 1/100th of a second?
Yes. 1/100th.
Yes. So
f/20. 18 millimeters.
I'm being
18
a little.
millimeters. Oh.
It was at 18. It's as wide as I could get. I'm being a little generous when it comes to image quality and stuff like that. I wouldn't say it's as good as you can get on a mirrorless. However, like from afar, like it doesn't. I thought it actually presented itself pretty damn well.
I think it looks good.
I was being very. I was tiptoeing on the line of like I could probably go down to like 150, 1/30th of a second there.
Yep.
But I for the day I wanted to make sure I came home with some photos that I like, actually executed and then learn from.
Yeah.
So I was being really reserved at 1/100th of a second, but I also hung around about 80 to 1/120th of a second for most of the day.
Yeah. I think I'm about the same. I did some.
It was comfortable.
I did some faster stuff around corners and things, but I didn't really like any of those because they're too crispy.
And this was intentional. The intention was to get the Canadian Tire, the sign, and the car coming through it, and a bit of blur. So first efforts, I find it's success. It was a successful image. Was it one of my favorites? Maybe. I don't know.
Is this the one they wanted from you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, it'd be funny if it was just on a straight up kit lens, just like, yo.
Yeah. No, that's not the one. But yeah, straight up kit lens. A genre I've never tried, a camera I have never really shot much, a DSLR adjusting for the high, all the exposures, doing it fully
That's
manual.
true. That's true.
Working
That's good.
working with a kit lens, like great. It was fun. It was fun as hell.
7D is a great camera.
Yeah, and 8 frames a second still is fast enough to get it.
Yep. That's dope. I like it.
So that's image number 1. I picked that one specifically because it was that kit lens.
That's cool.
That got from Jack. I got it from Jack. Like, I think we spoke about it before. But
like, yeah, you held it up. You were like, oh, look.
He just threw it to me when we were on Wolf Island taking photos of owls one day. He's like, do you want this thing? I don't even know I have it. And I'm like, oh, sure. And I had it sitting on a shelf for like 4 years. I just
Just
grabbed it,
for
and
this
picked it
one
up,
time.
and tried it out.
That's dope.
So that's image 1. Image 2, similar image. The reason I picked this one is because this is the R8 and the 35, what you're seeing me on right now. Is there much to it? Is it really cool? I don't know. It's definitely not my favorite one. This one actually was shared by the team, P1R Racing.
Oh, wow.
It's actually on their Instagram account, so that was kind of cool that they wanted to share it. I find like the race teams are really interested in like wanting to promote your work because it's promoting their team as well too, right?
True.
So it's kind of like this team endeavor where you feel like you're part of it when they use your image.
Yeah.
So same straightaway, opposite side of the track. Just another panning shot. I should have threw in a fourth image, a really tight panning shot. Maybe I could send one to you right now, but we'll see.
You can
anyway,
try.
There's not much.
Let's see if it works.
There's not much to this photo. What do you think about it? I don't know. You can share your thoughts.
The first thing it made me think of is like, I never know what to do with. Well, actually, it's not true. I guess the Miata is kind of small in frame, but I was using the 100, so it doesn't feel small to me because I'm using a long lens. When I'm using a small lens, I'm like, that's not close enough at all for anything. But I saw this and I was like, damn, that was the 35. I should have kept that thing on or used it more often.
Yeah.
So like,
that's fair.
It's dope. I like the colors of this one. I like the light blue of the car with the kind of like auburn or like burnt orangey yellow grass. I think it looks pretty sick.
Yeah, that might have been just emphasized a little bit more than it actually was, but it definitely adds to it. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I think it's a good contrast.
The one thing I didn't get in any of my shots was I didn't really get like the advertisement areas like you did the first year, which blew my mind because it adds so much more to it with the bright colors and the, you know what I mean, the streaks.
On that Lexus
like
shot?
When you get the advertisements in the back, like the Castrol GTX, stuff like that. I didn't really shoot any of those areas that had all those cool colors like you might see at like Spa or something like that. Or a really world-renowned course that has like all the advertisements.
Spa's in 2 weeks, baby.
Yeah. What are birds?
What are birds? What is this, the Angry Car podcast? Sorry, everybody, you like birds, but it's fun.
This is a one-off. You know?
Yeah. Until Matt leaves me and starts a race podcast.
Maybe a YouTube series.
Oh, maybe.
Not podcast, just a YouTube series.
Yeah. I like this. I do think it's cool. I like... One thing I'd like to do, and you've done here, is I always feel like I need to make the track level and have it straight across.
Mm-hmm.
But like you and Will... Well, not you and Will, but I've noticed that both of you didn't do that, and I've liked the shots, but my like symmetry brain wants things to be kind of square and
100%. Yeah, I think it adds a little bit more motion or emotion to the photo. Like if it's going into a corner, I kind of like to have them dip down into it so it feels like they're cutting through it. And when they're going through a straight, I like it on an angle up so it looks like they're going towards something. Yeah. So it's kind of just that like idea mentally of why I choose up or down.
Yeah.
Again, first time ever trying this, so I'm just kind of going off on whim, but that was the idea.
Yeah, sick. Big fan.
Okay, good.
Number trace?
That was a comparison to the 18 to 55 and 7D. So
because this was the 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you shot it at 1.8, but no, you shot it at 18.
Yeah.
Like wow, 1.8. That's crazy. All right, number one again.
So this one.
This is sick, by the way.
Okay, so this is what is getting hung up in the shop.
I understand.
Yes. Yeah. See the driver. If you can zoom in on the driver, the
Actually,
awareness of the driver.
I'm gonna do it better. There we go.
Okay.
Screw us.
So I think this is at 1/50th of a second.
All right, we can look at that.
And this is a spin out. This is a spin out in practice. Oh, 1/60th. Sorry.
Yeah, how dare you?
So you can see the smoke. You can see the smoke billowing off the front tire.
Yeah.
And that's actually, with the slower shutter, is actually helping the motion of the car while it's being pulled away from it. Having the driver visible without a CPL, which is great because obviously the light wasn't in the window there. That's just luck.
That's an oh fuck look if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I have 50 or 60 photos, and this is the only one that's sharp and usable, and it's the one that's perfectly aligned and squared and looking right at me.
Yeah. When you sent me the pictures, like I was walking the dog and I was like, I'll check them out later. I downloaded it. I'm like, this fuck. Like, I didn't see a crash. I didn't see a person leave a track. This guy gets a fucking sliding sideways car in perfect focus.
I had 12 minutes of panning experience, and then this happens in front of me. So the driver is an old IndyCar driver, and he was been brought over to the team Baker's team racing team to run their LMP2 cars or LMP2 cars.
Yep.
They wanted to try him in the touring cars. So in practice, they threw him in a touring cars, and I guess he misunderstood them talking about the LMP2s and how they can take turn 8 pin flat. He tried it in this touring car, not realizing they can't, and spun out and rear-ended into the back of the wall. And what the other driver, Sam Baker, who reached out to me, said they wanted it because it was just part of this. They didn't realize anybody got a photo of it, and it was kind of the talk of their,
That
their
makes
weekend.
Me even more annoyed, but like super happy for you too.
It's kind of cool to have the story, the shot, it being hung up. They said they were going to send me a team photo of everybody or whoever's in the shop standing in front of it. That's all I asked for. They asked me, they said, what do you want for it? I said, pit passes next year. That's it.
That's rad. That's so sick.
Give me one of those cool vests that get me anywhere next year. I'll get some shots for you.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. This shot's so cool.
So story wise, I think it's the best photo.
100%. Especially now that you have all the background too.
100%
from the team.
Yeah. Is it the best? Do I like that is it the best like composition with the background? Maybe not. I don't like how the trailer is almost lined with the top of the hood. We can dissect it and find things, but when a fleeting moment like this happens, like you just kind of got to accept that it's what it is.
Yeah. And it's what's the word? It's not crunchy in focus, but I think it helps it that it's not, because it kind of shows how fast he's going sideways into the wall.
It adds more motion to it.
But it's not.
Yeah, you're right.
It's still in focus, but it's not pack sharp, which is, I think, awesome.
Yeah, which
That's
I
sick.
did just send you one. I don't know if you can add that in right now. It's nothing special. It's a little bit zoomed in with the Sigma, whereas this was kind of wide, and it is fairly tack sharp. Just an example of what the Sigma could do at a track.
Let's see how awesome I can be.
If it doesn't work, don't worry about it.
Is it the Dropbox link? Another one?
Yeah, I added it to the same folder.
All right. I think I can do this. Let's see. Live on the fly. Vamp.
If you want to compare...
Vamp!
If you want to compare like slightly not tack to tack, I think this would be a...
Yeah.
It's nothing special, but...
I'm going to throw our dumb faces back up here for a second.
Okay. I'm happy with the execution of some technique that at least transpired. So building blocks. And
that's the thing. Like you gotta try stuff. And that's kind of why I like doing this weekend, because I'm not comfortable with a lot of different photos or photography styles, and it's good to not have, or like to have a day where you're not like I said before, concerned that you're not going to come back with something.
Yeah. A lot of the times you're going back, you're not really concerned about your own technique. It's just that you didn't see anything. Yeah. So at least you're going to see the same cars go by.
Yeah. And I don't even know what I was going to say.
It's okay. You're trying to multitask.
I am.
Fine.
I've succeeded.
I'm getting you to do, let's just be real with everyone. Oh, you did do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm great.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking sweet. All right. So I guess since I show five photos,
I do see a little bit of a tower racing orange glow to your face.
Why? Is that because there's a lot of orange in the photo? All right, ready?
Maybe.
Unveiling it.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit of an angle.
Yep.
A little bit of a straight, similar but tight.
Poi. Yeah.
So this is something that's just a little bit more tack, I would say. What are we panning at? 100, 125?
25, yeah.
Okay.
What's awesome too, and I almost said it. You're using the 150 to 6, which I think got a bad rap a bit in media, which is kind of warranted and kind of not.
Sure.
But this is showing you can do stuff like this with it.
Right.
which is cool.
Right. Yeah, because if you zoom in just a little bit, any area, it should be pretty. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
close
I always look.
for that lens.
I
It's
probably
pretty
shouldn't
close.
do this, but I always look across the car to see if like the stuff at the back and the stuff at the front's in focus.
Yep.
In case anyone's wondering, LMP2 is what we were talking about before. It's this shape of car.
Yeah, Le Mans prototype
Two.
2. Yep.
When they had the LMPs there a couple years ago, bruh, they were fucking fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the
They don't do
Cadillacs
it-
cranked the wall a couple years ago.
They're too fast, aren't they?
I think
For
so.
that track. Yeah.
They did it though for a bit.
Quick bird check. If anybody is still in here that listens to our regular bird material, just say cheeseburger in the comments, just so we know that you're still following along.
Yeah. Hell yeah, cheeseburger. Did you get any screwdrivers? I did get a couple of screwdrivers.
Yes.
Right on.
Gary, I think buddy, super fan of the show, Gary did screwdriver on the YouTube.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh, wait a minute. I had a really cool thing. Are we done with this? Are we done with the cars?
yeah, sorry. With this one, I specifically went in tight with this. I did crop in a little bit for composition, just to show a little bit more detail.
Yeah. I like
Anyway,
it.
this was all just educational more than anything.
And again, like I like the car going up.
Slightly tilted, yeah.
Yeah. I got to do that more often, I think.
Just let the image speak to you. Whereas like with wildlife, you have to let the image be what it is, whatever happened in front. Kind of like that skidding out car shot. It's what just transpired with the frame.
Yep.
So it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Will got a good shot of, like you were said before, of a car kind of hitting an apex and kind of tire off the ground kind of stuff.
I love those, yeah.
He got a cool one. I was trying, but when the time I was attempting, the cars were not coming as tight on that corner I was looking at, so I never got one. I might have one from last year or maybe even the first time I tried. Excellent point. Excellent point, Ed. Thank you for that. One thing I did want to do, I had possibly, and this is going to be a little bit embarrassing kind of to me, but I don't care. I had really, thank you. Ted thinks so too. I had a fan say hi, and as dumb as it sounds, usually the people who are talking to me about the podcast is like people I know listen to it. So like whoever, it's really cool when somebody who there's no way that we would have ever crossed paths reaches out.
Yeah.
So I don't know actually the gentleman's, his name's Dean. His Instagram is DeanProw_images. He reached out on Instagram and just said like, hey man, what's up? Just wanted to say like, great show. Love listening to him. Keep it up. He kind of shit on you a little bit, which was funny.
Yeah, is this the one that said Matt's shit, but Kyle's cool?
Yeah.
At least they know us.
Right. And I was like
I'm putting out the right vibe at least.
putting out
Like
the
the
shit
vibe.
vibe.
My vibe.
We're like good cop, bad cop. We're just like shit guy and all right guy.
But he accepted it. He's like, yeah, I've listened to enough episodes to go, I know that's just Matt.
Yep. And I was like,
I accept it. I accept it.
And like we talked for probably a couple hours a little bit about stuff. Like he talked about how he has all these hobbies. Like he's been into the audio thing too. He has fish currently. We talked about fish for a bit.
That's why he doesn't like me. Because
Right.
I'm like I'm the anti you guys.
Well, now you're collecting cameras and other hobbies, like
True.
shooting other things too. So
Dean, accept me.
see, Dean, he's not a bad guy. He's just he needs some time. I just wanted to say that made my weekend last weekend. Like it happened right before, like I think it was the Thursday or Friday before the race. I think it was the Friday, and I was like, that's one of the coolest things, and one of the cool things about this journey me and you have decided to. You and I, me and you. As someone married to an English major, I should know the difference between those two. But like it's really cool because it wasn't even the bird stuff that necessarily was the interesting part to Dean. It sounded like he liked that I talked about, or that we talked about other stuff. Like, he is definitely into the bird photography now.
Yeah.
But like he got the other stuff. He got the tangents. He did kind of be like, maybe tone him down. But at the same time, it's part of the show.
You can only talk so much about birds.
Me? I can talk for quite a while.
No, I'm just saying in general though. Like you have to like just come on off and on the topic and just kind of let it flow. Yeah, we get a little crazy at times, and toning it down is nice, but I think it's a nice blend.
Yeah. I just want to say, Dean, that meant a lot. It really did. I thank you so much. Any other fans? Thanks too.
Any other fans of Kyle? Thank you.
Any other yeah, reach out to me. I'll respond. Dean said that he did reach out to Matt, but he didn't get a message back, which is funny.
I think I remember I said a couple of podcasts ago that I saw a message, but I couldn't remember where.
Yeah.
I went back to the socials. I checked to see where it was. I didn't see anything. Did I put a lot of effort into it? I definitely did look to see if I could find something, and I didn't.
He did say that he messaged the.
It probably was Dean.
He did say that he messaged the ABPS account. I didn't look. I'm not logged into it on my phone, but maybe I should just to poke around.
Well, I am, and I thought I checked it. I'm not. No, you know what? I'm not going to say anymore. Dean,
you might look worse.
Dean, I let you down.
It's okay.
And if you let me, I will let you down again.
That much I can count on. All right. Yeah. If you liked race cars, excellent. If you didn't like race cars, sorry.
Next episode probably won't really.
We don't know
as much. So,
tomorrow actually, we record on Thursdays. Tomorrow's Friday, and this particular Friday, Ontario has their provincial parks free park entry. So,
well, why'd I pay then?
You're going tomorrow?
I'm going on the weekend up to Grundy Lake, up by Sudbury.
I think it's just tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So
I hope I get a refund then. Sorry for
just one day.
Yeah. Anyway,
I have my $12 back. Yeah, so we're going to Mono Cliffs tomorrow, just for something to do.
Sure.
I got the Friday off, so Jen booked it off too. Gonna bring the camera, so I probably won't see anything. That's how it usually works.
The 200, 800, and the 35 in your pocket.
I was thinking, the thing is what I just said. If I don't bring something, I probably will see something. If I don't bring anything, then I will see something. I was trying to decide if I should throw the 1 to 4 on for lightness and just have something, or should I grab the 2 to 8 in case I do get a decent opportunity at something. So I had been perusing eBird, I think yesterday or this morning, and it does seem like there is some activity there. So I was thinking of wandering around with the 2 to 8, see what happens. Probably not the 35.
What about eCar? Did you check that?
eCar? No. Is that I should check that website.
It should be.
Sometimes I see like a Facebook group called like Toronto Car Spotting, and
yeah, I'm part of it.
Yeah, people post
part
like
of it
what
for
they
years.
see.
Yeah. I'm in Vaughan, where like there's the Maserati, Ferrari, Lamborghini, like PAFs all there, like, in the auto group.
Yeah.
So I see cars all the time like that.
Yeah.
I should bring my camera to school to work and start doing some
highway photography.
Just like they come ripping across our like right in front of our shop, so I should do some panning right there, street pans.
That'd be a cool little.
I should. Oh, there's McLarens and everything. All the time.
Problem is they don't come back. It's not not a lap.
It's kind of like when you see like a Fox Sparrow and you like gotta get the shot.
Yeah.
You hear that. You hear that Ferrari engine coming, and you're just like, gotta get out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
All right.
Like a pan.
I'm trying to get all the car stuff out
cool.
now. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the car stuff out now, so next episode they don't have to listen to it.
Hopefully I find some birds tomorrow. We can talk about birds.
Please. I might find some stuff up there. Well, I'm going to try to find some stuff. I don't have any trips planned other than camping, so maybe I'll go out for another kayak Sunday when I get home.
I could probably find some grackles and starlings and robins. I saw a bald cardinal yesterday, which is always funny.
The molting, like Yeah.
They look
So
disgusting.
they look like hell froze over.
Yeah. They do look like something from hell. Like vultures kind of get away with it because you're like, I don't know, you kind of expect that.
You get used to it. Yeah.
Cardinal, like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah.
You got stuck in a pencil sharpener.
Identifies as a vulture.
Yeah, it's their vulture phase when they're like teenagers.
He's just flying like 30 feet off the ground,
just
doing the V.
this little cardinal soaring over your front lawn.
And we brought them right back.
And continue. And birds.
The bird people are back.
They're happy now. We appeased them.
That's right.
Cool.
All right, find all the birds.
I'll try.
Please.
Can't guarantee anything, but I'll make an attempt.
We need content.
We do. Please, someone help us. We don't want to talk about cars anymore. I think Matt does actually want to talk about cars more. Or photographing of them, anyway.
I'll have another spot for that.
Okay.
If you want to check out my car photography and other car photographers and Mike, go to Racy Photos on Instagram. Just a little side thing. And there might be a little recap of Mike and my day, kind of similar to what Kyle and I did here, but just YouTube. It'll be on Mike's channel. Maybe I'll drop it on the Angry Bird if you want to check it out. But yeah, that might come.
Right arm.
Other than that, birds.
Boyds. You? Me.
Us.
Them.
Yeah, you guys tell us.
Anybody? Oh shit! How's that gonna work?
I have all night.
Someone scream at the camera.
Let's see how long we can keep. Let's see how long we can keep silence.
I hate it, if I'm being honest.
Okay. You start the music.
All right. The music is starting right now. That's going to be way off when I add the things. Shit. I don't have any. I have a mug. I wonder if my mug would go under your 70. Anyways.
That'd be dope.
Later, Gator. Love you, dude.
And Matt, dropping wings on blast. Tune in next week, this one never in the past. Eagles, hawks, and kestrels flying so divine. Peep the live broadcast, podcast goldmine. Twisting in the air, birds of every kind. Critics gonna chirp, but they ain't ever dying. Zooming in on sparrows, robins in the mist. Matt's got the shutter, Kyle's got the twist. Feathered friends in flight, equipped with the strut. Angry Bird Pod Show, capturing the cut. Oh, they click in the snap, see the birds on the map. Angry Bird Pod Flow, flipping through the recap. Kyle and Matt, dropping wings on blast. Tune in next week, this one never in the past. On the twilight, watch the colors flash. Birds of every shade in a photogenic dash. No need for fame, just the birds flying free. Angry Bird Pod Show, bringing all the glee. And they snap, see the birds on the map. Angry Bird Pod Flow, flipping through the recap. Kyle and Matt, dropping wings on blast. Tune in next week, this but never in the past. Eagles, hawks, and kestrels flying so divine. Keep the live broadcast, podcast goldmine. Twisting in the air, birds of black, so fine. Brain Matt, dropping wings on blast. Tuning in next week, this but never in the past. In the past. Tuning in next week, this but never in the past. In the past. Zooming in on sparrows, robins in the mist. Matt's got the shutter, Kyle's got the twist. Feathered friends in flight, equipped with the strut. Angry Bird Pod Show, capturing the cut. From dawn to twilight, watch the colors flash. Birds of every shade in a photogenic dash. No need for fame, just the birds flying free. Angry Bird Pod Show, bringing all the glee. Oh, they click and they snap, see the birds on the map. Angry Bird Pod Flow, flipping through the recap. Kyle and Matt, dropping wings on blast. Tune in next week, this one never in the past. From the past. Not shortcut. Not shortcut. Angry Bird Pod Show, bringing all the glee. Bringing all the glee.